Check 1 2 1 2. Hello, planet Earth. This is the last one left. I know there's some others that are out there. Ayo, R.I.P. Akara, excuse me. Straight up, shit is devastated. I'm devastated. I almost couldn't stream. I was so fucking devastated. And now what's so crazy is I'm doing a lot of just connection. And there's so many things about this specific anime that now, like, as a grown ass comprehensible or Connor, that ain't a word. But like, yeah, like the fact I can understand. It's just so amazing. And I'm grateful for the ride in the imagination that this specific artist allowed me to kind of channel. So what we're looking at right now, this is actually the last cover for the Majin Buu saga. So when it was like manga version 1995, this was Akara's last cover he did for Dragon Ball. Notice the 42, because it was Dragon Ball Z was 42 volumes. Now when they redid this, it came out in June. So I've been doing some research. You guys know I'm a geek. I geek up. So I went and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I fucking love Dragon Ball Z. Like, this is my everything. Like, everything as a child. Or as a boy, like a little boy. Like, there was no other cool cartoon. Like, Power Rangers was alright too, but there was nothing like Dragon Ball Z. Like, that was Toonami. Like, it was. And I have another relationship where my dad read the mangas on some weird ass shit. I don't know what he was doing in the 80s, but he was reading this stuff, and he introduced me to Dragon Ball Z when it came to television. He was like, or like came into Saturday morning cartoons. It's kind of like how I remember learning about it. So yeah, man, it was hard to stream. I was like, dude, this is deep. I just learned. These are the things I be talking about, where moons intercept, eclipse, or suns eclipse moons, and some people get a different message than another. It's almost like a DAG, two blockchains running parallel. Both got ledgers going on, but when they fact check, they the same blocks. And I feel like Dragon Ball Z low-key was invented so everybody could be on the same blocks, bro. And shout outs to bro for inventing this shit. Cause dude, a lot of people are impacted around the world right now. It's hard. Okay. Motherfucking. What up, y'all? This your boy Crypto, bruh, aka More World Piece of DJ. There's the cadence. But yeah, man. It's like the world spins. And yeah, I honestly think a lot of things in this reality that are super impactful on a scale where like everyone in the whole world knows about it. Like, that's the era we live in. Like in the 1800s, nah. But yeah, he had to be channeling something to make the last volume, Thank You and Goodbye, and have the 42. I mean, unless that was just like how it happened. I'm pretty sure that's just how it happened. Also, 26 is a god number in numerology. In gematria, at least, when you turn I mean, there's a lot of different relationships between 26. So, I mean, you could go down that rabbit hole. That's why I'm tripping. I'm like, there's two really ridiculous numbers on this, and it's the last. Like, tonight is movie night, and I'm gonna watch the Majin Buu saga. I'm gonna watch that whole thing because I kind of vaguely remember it, and I bet there's some gems in there. Yeah. You got to go down the rabbit hole if you want to. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's get back on the mainstream. Let's talk about what they want us to talk about. Right? It's kind of what it feels like nowadays. What up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? What up, Dank? Aaron, what up? What up? The homies. He-Man. Don't respect He-Man. He-Man was wildin'. Now, when you really think about Dragon Ball Z, yo, man, that shit is grounded. It's a really grounded anime. I think that's why it did well in America, because it was relatable. And a lot of American cartoons are like goofy, like, or you have like SpongeBob, you got like Looney Tunes, Proud Family, some of the original cartoons. But Dragon Ball Z, that anime, man, that shit hit the hood different. At least it hit the America just totally different. Everyone wanted to Kamehameha. But that's what I'm saying. There's some references in there that are kind of abstract, like the form of like the thought of a spirit bomb, like grabbing everybody's energy from the planet and like them having to go out and tell everyone like, we need your fucking energy because Goku fighting Frieza and he needs your energy for a spirit bomb. Like, what the fuck? Like, who's thinking of this? But again, I think it's just purity. When you make a really pure idea, you can build on top of it, and it can have many different versions of its parallel meaning, right? Going back to the blockchain, it can have many different versions of a parallel meaning, and that's how simple it is. So more confirmation. Keep it 42. Keep it 42. You are a 26. Thank you and goodbye. He Jim. Straight up, I'm fucking still mind blown. But yeah, so look at Zen right now. We're getting some more quantum numbers right now. We got the 69. Today's the 68th day of the year. Tomorrow is the 69th. It's my birthday. And we're getting turned up with this energy, guys. So what's happening over here is something that I was thinking about would transpire, which again, I was saying there's not a lot of sell pressure because people can't claim. So everyone's waiting for gas to go down to claim. And now we're seeing a little bit of a pump because gas is going down. And now people have the opportunity to buy. So that's another reason why it hasn't gone up in price yet. A lot of people are priced out and buying. So they're also waiting for the gas to go down. So when the speculation happened last night, I think it got to like 45. Let's see it. What was last night? Oh, 47 was the low ski. Oh no, 43, 45. Yeah, so we didn't get below this 43, 45 range. And that's pretty important. Because that, in my opinion, you see this block here, this 3 a.m., 2 a.m. block. That seems to be the only time the world ain't online. Between 12, 1, 2. Because, I mean, you have America offline for sure. The East Coast of America is offline. West Coast, that's a lot of corporate heads. I don't think there's a lot of people on the internet. It seems most crypto people are in the middle of America or on the East Coast. And the West Coast is kind of lagging in crypto. That's why, but it's kind of good because then they're using crypto as more of a brand. That's why you have like crypto.com arena over there. You have all of the brands over there. It's a little bit of a different thing. But yeah, that's how impactful the West Coast is. They don't even impact the blockchain. I am 100% West Coast, and that's why I'm like, yo, we're still early. Because when the West Coast, when these numbers are always consistent, like how it is here in the middle of the week, that's how you know everyone's still online. But when people don't feel like they need a demand to trade, and that's kind of what I'm thinking right here, is the West Coast isn't affecting late night gas because the trade does not need to be made. But when the trade is needed to be made, we're seeing those peaks. So you want to try to catch the market off guard, which is kind of impossible right now. And everyone is trying the same shit. So you have buyers now buying on this side, whereas you have claimers claiming on the other side. And now we're forming structure and we're starting to get the stair step. And I'm pretty confident about this one because the 200 here, it acts as like a platform once there's a recovery. So I was waiting for this shit. I was waiting to see if yesterday we would continue to break down. I already knew from my analysis and research, like that shit is not going to happen. Because again, it doesn't make any sense. And the volume is picking up extreme speculation volume for like the last 6 to 7 months. Right. So all this speculation, the supply being restricted, Bitcoin on the horizon of pumping. right? But I think, again, Bitcoin is not going to pump right now. It's already pumped, so it needs to pull back. So I think next week we'll start to see that. We'll start to see Bitcoin roll back a little bit and just trade sideways. Maybe we fill this wick here. Damn, we dominated that. Let's bring up these lines. Bring up this one. You're not important anymore. 38,000. We blew past you. So yeah, 5932 or 59,000. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see 59,000. I wouldn't be surprised to see 50,000. Right? We have that 72 coming up here, right at almost 50,000. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down wick here, or like a massive dump, you know. And all that stuff would do is, again, position us to get cheaper gas. So what happens with the cheaper gas? The actual Zen market gets to have an effect, because since our gas will be cheaper, some people will mine their Zen and sell it, and some people will be buying their Zen based on future hedge for the next high gas moment. And that's kind of where I'm at with my strategy in Zen now. I'm done like playing this isn't gonna work game. Fuck you, it's already working. We've been bottomed out for 6 months, 6 months now. Wait, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, so 6. And since we're on the 6th month at these lower levels, and we finally have a deflationary factor that's a fact. And we've seen this before back here. This was the original gas pump Zen price. This one right here. How much did this go up? Maybe we could use it as a reference, but I wouldn't 100% bet on it. Because this was just nature. This is a nature pump. We'll call it that. Nature pump went 927%. Pure nature, because this is when Sam Altman and FTX crashed right after October 31st. So this is an important moment in Zen world, because again, there was no narrative outside of the fact that Zen would pump because gas is high. So it pumped because a lot of people went short, and we were living in a short world, right? Like none of this shit existed. We're going to erase all that. So none of this exists. You know it, obviously. You're here from the future, you fucking time traveler. But for those in the past, they had no clue what was going to happen next when we were doing this. So, again, this was an easy move. There wasn't any Zen, no pre-allocated coins, no extra coins from a founder, just coins that were minted into existence, right? And it moved because, again, some people were going short. How many days is this? So we have October 9th. This happened on October 30th. So anybody who did like a 30-day, or not a 30-day mint, but yeah, like anyone who did a 30-day mint, a 15-day mint, a 10-day mint, you know, they were already on the timeline. And that's why this pump happened, because you could actually see like, oh shit, this supply will be impacted. I don't know what's going to happen, but it will be impacted. But again, it's a hyperinflationary token. So realistically, in this moment, what our mind should have been telling us is that, okay, but we still have selling to go, because gas will pump Zen. Because if all is right, where everything is choked, like a choke point on the chain, no one can get Zen, no one can mint Zen, and no one who's minting it can sell it because it's not worth anything. So it typically pumps from people buying it. Then it gets to an equilibrium of, oh, my mints are in profit, and then it sells down until the next narrative, which in this case, you have this one here. But yeah, in this case, it would be DBZen, right? And then P.o.P showed up, and our whole market got tanked. The whole fair principles expression was fucking forgotten because P.o.P came out. I saw hella Zenians dump. Hella Zenians get the fuck out straight to P.o.P. Such a psyop. But it's whatever. I stayed on this trip, on this journey. But right at the very top, P.o.P came out April 20th. So a lot of liquidity left our neighborhood and went into that one. So we haven't experienced this one. I don't think we're here yet to this. But if we are repeating this chart, we're definitely going to see something like this. and then when it prices in the mine or the minting, the daily minting, that's when we'll start to see the price roll backwards. But yeah, we're on the cusp of that shit. Woo! What's 1,000% from right here? Let's just see. Damn, I got so many lines on this motherfucker. Sorry, this is a PG 13, 14, 17, 18, 19 show. I don't know. How'd your kids? How's your wife? I will do it from the bottom. I mean, you could technically do it from the retrace. That might be gassing you up, though. You do it from the retrace, and you'll get an extra, like 200%. But let's just say, yeah, it's at like 970. So yeah, that's back up to 5 zeros and a 32. And that's totally fine. That's from the bottom. If we went back up to 5 zeros and a 32 and just hung out there, like, that's totally fine. That's cool with me. It doesn't need to go to all-time highs from the DBZen run because, again, it's about where you are in the calendar, and everyone will probably push this perception that it's pumping because of the burn, but that's not the case. We haven't seen that yet. Well, when we get there, it'll be like the DBZen pump where it's just going up, gnarly, just, and everyone's like, yo, what's going on with Zen? Like, why is it going up? And then they catch on to like, oh, this shit is burning, and it's got the deflationary factors. Like, oh. Yeah, because another thing to think about in this moment, gas was much lower in last year in March. That's why I was kind of predicting a slow month. But then it turned to, here, we'll look at this. No marketing team. Bro, you fumbled the bull market. How? Someone just came in to poke me. It's all good. Thanks, Titan X. This person said I fumbled the bull market. That's funny. Whatever. That's just a tricks. On guard market. I'm gonna catch you later. I'm finishing watching up a stream on the rewatch. Hey, what up, Ernest? Nah, it's all good. I'm chilling. This is a quick stream. XENblocks mining in the chat. I just had something on my mind that I wanted to get off, which was DBZen is a Bible. No, it just said DBZen. See, this is so funny. I keep trying to say DBZ, but since I'm so into DBZen, it just rolls off my tongue. Like when I want to say DB, I'm like, DBZen. Maybe this is my new DB world. Is this one? DBZen's going epic. Everything is working. Everything is working, yo. So many people are gonna like cry. Like I'm at that point with Zen, similar to when people come and want to poke to try to get a response. But the theory is that subconsciously your fear lives there. And reading charts is nothing more than I am not a trader, but this shit is stupid wild. Like there's a lot of people who probably want no one to know about this. And like you have to control the world. You have to say some like idiotic shit so that those people don't think about it a little different. And this is again why like I had to stream today, because there's some people that can't catch the vibration. They actually are fucking dead. And what's so wild about that is we have these things now in quantum physics called superconductors. Have you ever seen a superconductor? Let's see. I think I might have spelled conductor wrong. Yeah, here we go. So we have superconductors. This is real shit. You can go look it up. This came about because of quantum physics. And what it is basically if you make a piece of metal, essentially, or like this in this scenario, it's hard to explain, right? We're not talking about humans. We're talking about pieces of non-alive things so we could achieve this. So I'm bringing it to a human level, but in physics, quantum physics, we're going to apply this with metal. So what they did was they sucked out all of the energy from this metal. The way that they got to that was that they froze it so that it was at its coldest point possible, where there was zero heat on the subject. And then they put that shit on top of a magnet, and it expresses that there is a quantum field that does exist, and it's repelling, and we just don't know how to access it. And what's so funny about this little tiny thing, in my opinion, is this is where people come to stoop it down, bring down something that's actually phenomenal. This is amazing. But you'll always get someone that will come in and poke and try to act like this ain't real, right? But this is real. and there's nothing you can do about it. It's moving. The only thing you can do is watch. And again, these things that are real, they come in different forms and fashions, in different forms and ways to tell you that this shit is real. Maybe it comes in a funny Majin Buu. Majin Buu went through a lot here. That's why I'm gonna watch the saga tonight, because that shit is actually, that one's the undercover one. Because Majin Buu had to fight himself. If you remember that, how it ends, or I ain't gonna spoil the ending. Because if you've never seen it, but if you remember how it ends with Majin Buu and what he had to go through. So it's a pretty unique thing. But yeah, man, all those people out there trying to poke and act like this shit ain't gonna happen, I don't care anymore. Y'all are here because y'all are dead. You're the lowest form of energy, and you're trying to levitate so people can speculate. But you have to be dead to do that. So yes, that's you. I ain't trying to be a superconductor, bruh. I'm crypto, bruh. I'm culture. As Quavo says, culture. What up, Tekken? I've been dollar cost averaging into Zen since October 8th. You wildin'. What's up, Bahamas? What it do? But yeah, so I'm expecting Zen to have a really good weekend. I don't think gas is going to go down, because I think if we have a sell-off, we're just going to get gas relief. But it's not like it's going to go like to 13 or something wild. So again, there's more speculation on the future now. And it's kind of like, if you were here, right? It's kind of where I'm at with it. If you were here knowing that this is going to happen, and knowing that this has all happened, and now you're here back to the same narrative with the perfect setup, do you really think this shit is not gonna what? Because again, what I'm assuming is we're gonna get a pump, and then everybody's going to find the fucking Ethereum to get their sin out of the contract. They're gonna go find some Ethereum. The tunes will change on the internet. It won't be a bunch of people crying anymore. It'll be people finding, and then they'll be selling that Zen again, and then there'll be another opportunity to load the fuck up on this shit. And that's why then these days are done, bro. Like these bottom days, these bitches are done. Like, cause again, if you're buying Zen down here and burning it, you're helping the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I can go into this over and over again. But yeah, long story short, if you're buying Zen right now and burning it, you're fucking helping the bottom. So if you don't want to help Zen, do not burn it. Like, try to keep it in existence so you and the bad actors can offset with the save Zen, because that's what you have to do to fuck it up. You have to save Zen, more Zen than the actual community. That's so funny, man. I love it. Yeah, we were talking yesterday about that on the spaces. We were saying that Zen is a meme. It's officially a meme, and it has great tokenomics that let the meme ride. And then it's got like a community behind it that has culture. And that's important. You need culture. Again, it's a secret scientific way of getting people on the right track. And a lot of brands don't have culture, and that's why they be slacking. That's why they don't attract the right vibes. Then there's some people that try to hold culture up. I just don't understand that shit. And especially if it's just not the purest. Like the purest is the easiest culture to hold up. It's just a clear bucket of water. I don't know. Maybe it's removing too much ego when you go too pure. Can we just take a moment and appreciate all of our efforts these past 2 years? We avoid so much shit. We avoid so much shit in accurate future in accurate our damn, why the fuck? I'm sorry, this little thing is so tiny, boy, and I have like the light. But Mind, Body, and Crypto says we need to appreciate our efforts because we're avoiding way too much shit, and we're accurate on our future. Congrats, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Now we're hella accurate because we're using mathematics. And what Jack did too, that was a secret. That wasn't a secret. Was he said he attached everything in Zen to the Fibonacci. And one of the things that make things successful in crypto, or that is going to make, in my opinion, like it's going to make your life easier to find cryptos, is finding things that are on the calendar. And then you're going to have to find what is the most purest calendar driven crypto. Because if it's on the calendar, you're better off. If it's not on the calendar, then it's meme. Like, and then it's got to be a good meme, right? And then memes are just dumbass things. Like I heard that they Dragon Ball Z the fuck the memes today, right? Is everything a Dragon Ball Z? You know, let's see. Somebody was like, yo, they got Dragon Ball Z memes up right now. I saw this one, the closed AI tech, Coinbase on base. Instead of meow, it's meow. Shit don't make no sense, yo. But again, I'm like over this low vibration crypto. It's not the future. X1 is so futuristic that like it makes all this stuff look stupid. Like it's, I just look at it. I'm like, yo, this is like, look how futuristic Zen is. Like even the word Zen is so futuristic. 3 letters, XEN. There's so much simplicity built into it that it's natural to the reality. And then you throw in the gematria and it just gets fucking ridiculous. So I just don't know. Yeah, I was just looking at DXN though. So DXN, again, it's doing its thing, but it needs a community to rally behind it. And I don't know what's going to happen with this because it needs a community to rally behind it. It already has a community that holds it, but it needs a community to rally behind it. And yeah, I see value in DBZen. A lot of Zenians are still in their era of thinking vanilla mints are going to make them rich. I posted about this today on my X because people will judge the XenFT because it costs a little bit more, but the XenFT actually has the most flexibility. And it's just, it weirds me out that like the intelligence of the XenFT just isn't in the spotlight amongst the Zenians. So I know we're super duper early on that because it's something to be appreciated more than it is something to utilize. If you appreciate the XenFT, you actually kind of see how the ecosystem is on a higher level than anything out there. And then some will try to come and clone this, but this is as pure as it gets. Like down to even how it makes the class, right? The ruby, right? The opal. They thought about this shit. I don't know why they did. Kind of gives you that like World of Warcraft feeling though. But again, these things live in your wallet because they're tokens forever. So it's not like a vanilla mint, right? Like a vanilla mint is just to introduce you to Zen. I've been said this a long ass time ago. The vanilla mint is exactly that, a simple mint, because in crypto, most people enter and they have to figure out what the fuck crypto is. Zen is literally teaching you in one click of a button how to create your own coins. And that's all it is. That's really crypto. Create your own coins. Then maybe you find other coins to meme. Then you go find closed AI. But a lot of people just come in on closed AI and never know the story. So the vanilla mint puts that together. And then you have the stake. The stake vanilla gives you up to 1,000 days to get 15% APY. Right? This drops every 90 days, 1%. And that's just because it rewards early adopters. So hopefully you're finding this early. But what else it does is it goes all the way down to an infinity 2%. So once there is no more Zen mineable in inflation, which is in 2026. So in 2026, there won't be as much Zen every day as there is today for every remaining day going into that future. So this actually ends. This goes 2% in 2026, if I'm not wrong. Maybe it's 27. I forget. I could pull up the white paper and shit, but I don't want to. But yeah, so that 2% thing is forever. So Zen will only inflate by 2% every year from stakers. So that's like the monetary money system that everyone is kind of like fucking off in Zen. But yeah, we have that built in. And right now, if you're early enough, you're finding the technology before it probably has most of its marketing. You get to kind of reap the benefits of the early APY. But then again, that's what I'm saying. Vanilla Stake is just here to introduce you to DeFi, how you can stake your coins, pick a certain amount of days on the calendar, get an APY, get some extra coins, feel like you did something. That's all it is. It's a DeFi on its most simple scale, right? Mining on its most simple scale. And then there's a complexity thing called XenTorrent. And then XenTorrent, you can make multiple vanillas in a card, right? Now I can put 100 vanillas in one card, and I can connect that to the calendar, right? And I get some extra cool shit, depending on how long I do it. If I do it at max, I get a Xenterion, and I get to keep the Xenterions, right? So there's this like emotional thing going into XeNFTs that no one really talks about because, again, we're still in the era where Crypto Bruh and a couple others are looking at this as like a gem, and then majority of the other people are looking at this as a cash grab or as a form of sense that needs to be made, right? Maybe they don't understand their own fucking life, and that's why they can't make sense of Zen. That's kind of where I come to with the people that I really understand, or like that are really in this bitch. They're not like focused on anything in life but making the world better. It's pretty ironic. So yeah, I think that's why we haven't yet broken through to the next level, and that's on its way. Like, I ain't worried. That shit programmed in. It's like Bitcoin. People will hear that in the future and be like, wow, he really said that shit was programmed in. Because facts, it is. It's programmed in. And yeah, these are important. So yeah, yesterday on my spaces I said something, but I'm not gonna say it on my here because everyone comes here. So if you want to go listen to the spaces on my X from last night, I got some nuggets in that bitch. But yeah, this is kind of where the inspiration comes from. Building on top of these are pretty epic, like even down to the staking. So you can take that vanilla stake and make it a XenFT. And again, the benefit of this is that you're storing the data in a movable product. So a XenFT is an NFT, right? A XenFT is an NFT. An NFT is an ERC 721. That's a non-fungible token. So a smart contract is just a smart contract. And that's why when you do a vanilla mint, you're essentially just creating a smart contract that's inside of the blockchain, right? And the blockchain, you make it once, and that's why you connect time to it. So when you come back, it does some shit. Right? Those are very simple things. And yeah, it's all cool and all, but that's kind of why they invented the ERC 721, was so that they can move around the data in the chain and it doesn't just stay locked inside of the smart contract. So a lot of people don't know this, but there used to be this thing called ERC 10. Let's see if I can find that. Maybe not. Damn, IRS pops up? That's crazy. Maybe Tron called it an ERC10. Oh wait, it ain't. ERC10 is not widely recognized within the Ethereum community. It's important to note that it isn't an official ERC20 standard. Yeah, so, well, what is this? It's gonna take me to LinkedIn. Wait. Features of EO. So, wow, somebody's on the same wavelength as me. This shit was just published. So, no one really talks about the ERC10. This is how deep my knowledge goes, motherfuckers. Sorry. But no one talks about this. And it's cool to see that this article just came out. And even them, they had to say this isn't really something people talk about. Because it's not part of the journey anymore. They like took it out the story. But if you're there, you get it. So in the very beginning of Ethereum, the token was only in the contract. Like you could make the contract to make, you can make the contract and tell it to make tokens, but then they didn't know how to send the tokens. So that came later. The ERC20 standard came after ERC10. And then that's when they were like, oh, maybe you should make a smart contract that makes a token and then take that token and put it in other smart contracts that call the token. Right? That's the longevity, or that's the history of the ERC20. It came from the 10 because it was in the contract. Oh, I forgot where the fuck I was going with that shit. Because I was just like thinking about it. But yeah, like there's so many like things in the background that they don't even talk about anymore. Oh yeah, that's what I was going into. The 721 came from the 10. That's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I had to bring it back. We only have the XenFT because it's a like evolution of smart contracts, and it's 721s kind of take the wrong. Or I don't know. They're like known as a crypto kitty or a crypto punk or a Bored Ape Yacht Club. But it is one of the most fungible non-fungibles out there. And as you can see, if you can see, you don't hear about ERC 77s. You don't hear about 1400s. You hear about the ERC 1155 because that's your what do you call it? That's your staking. Your staking standard. But yeah, so ERC 721 mixing worlds. Now you have a token inside of a token that can be moved around. And I think that's special, yo. I think that is something people are sleeping on when it comes to Zen. Maybe it's something that's just a little too advanced. Again, like I was saying, like maybe there's some people that really just don't get it. And they think that vanilla minting is the best strategy because they just want to sell the coins, which I'm fine. You know, that's again, there's two blockchains running in parallel. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't, you know, but there's like an epoch that we're all on, and we all agree on that epoch in that moment in time. Damn, that's pretty deep. But yeah, so like that's why again, my suggestion is if you're new to Zen, learn it the right way. Learn in this navigation bar how Zen really works. So then that way when you get to the XenFT, you can be like me. Like, so you see most of my XenFTs I made with 2 VMUs because I knew this was going to be the world. I have one that's due today, but it's not till 6 p.m. So we got that 5-pack ending today. Skirt. I hope that the burn contract comes out soon so I could burn these things. But yeah, so that's what I mean. You want to make XenFTs because XenFTs are like collateral. And you can like bring it places where developers will let you make something with it. And that's what I like about DB's NFTs, right? DB's NFTs, I don't have any on ETH. I would make some on ETH, but I've been making them on the side chain. So like a Phantom, I made a few. Oh yeah, let's go to Phantom. I made some over there. Oh no, I think it was on Moonbeam. Hey, we'll find him. What's up, Clay? From the Zen marketing team. It's Clay from the Zen marketing team. Ah. Damn. I don't know my password. Oh, my shit updated. All right. We in the game. We in the game. I know it's on Moonbeam. Man, I went way too aggressive on Moonbeam. Why isn't anybody like Moonbeam? Why is Zen even there? So I came over here though and I made some. Oh damn, this one's tight. See, DVZen is fun on the side chains. And that's kind of why, again, like, I think as like a community, we have to bring up DVZen if we want it to go up. That's why for a fact, I know if DVZen is on X1 chain, it will have a better life, because it's an unfortunate thing, but it's so good that it needs to be concentrated. Like this would be so good on ETH, but we already know that the fees fuck it from doing that. So then the fun idea has to be on every other chain, right? And that's why X1 chain is going to be important to the community, because we'll be able to have that hub, that centric area that everyone can see our expressive ideas in one little tiny area. But yeah, like, this is tight, yo. It's a cool little elephant. Blow it up a little bit. Oh, bruh, how I see it, bruh. It's saying I can claim this in. So you see here, I got some glamour. It's clicking some glams. I think I might have spent more glams on it than that. That one's hella cool. Wow, this is like my first time really using this. I wish I could see a button. See, I be seeing stuff and I'm like, bruh, see? This shit ain't ready yet. And ain't nobody really using it. Because why don't they have a button for me to go and see the thing? Yeah, it cost me 1 glamour to make those. Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. This is perfect. So this is the smart contract type idea that I'm seeing coming to XeNFTs in the near future. All right, I'm educating y'all right now, because y'all don't know, but I know, and some do know. They crying with me. We're gonna cry together. But you see this right here, this structure of smart contract is essentially collateralized, or making a XenFT collateral, because it's because of DBZen saying, hey, we will build a smart contract that produces something more than this one, and we will accept your XenFT and its parameters based on its XenFT life. Right now, they've invented something that does not fucking matter out of thin air based on the value proposition of the Zen. And this is important. This is very, very important to spot right now, because this is the infinite loop. Right? Zen is being produced, being created so that developers can do things like this with the XenFT. You can't do this with a vanilla mint. No developer can do this with a vanilla mint. And again, that's because the vanilla mint is like an ERC, it's like an ERC 10. Right? The unrecognizable token. ERC 10 is not widely recognized standard within the ETH community. It's important to note that there isn't an official ERC 10 standard. It may be hypothetically defined basic functionalities of a token on Ethereum blockchain potentially similar to an ERC20, but with variations. As it is not widely adopted standard, it lacks specific features and implementations compared to the ERC, to other ERC standards. They didn't even explain it, but yeah. So essentially, it was like this because it was in the contract, and they didn't know, or how do you say this? They didn't have Solidity libraries yet made for the ERC20 standard to say, hey, we're going to take those coins out of the contract. We're going to make a new smart contract out of a smart contract. We're going to make a new smart contract out of a smart contract. That's all you motherfuckers are doing out there. Making new smart contracts on new smart contracts. And meanwhile, the Xenians are preparing you to see them as XeNFTs. But yeah, I don't know why people keep pushing the vanillas. It makes me feel like they're a little off. I love me some moon dust. I got me a little moon dust. Yeah. Hey, I mean, that sounds like a good way. We can meme Moonbeam. That's a meme right there. Hey, all the Xenians pull up to Moonbeam, get some moon dust. Moonbeam is fucking dead, bro. It's pretty cheap over here, though. I think making his NFT is cheap. Let's see. I got hella NFTs over here. I love me some moon dust. Do you think Xen can actually 100x? Man, I don't even know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bruv. What I do know, though. What I do know. That's what I know. Yep. That's the truth right there. That's the truth. Man, yeah, I got 25 NFTs over here. So the Moonbeam got small blocks too. You can only do 55. Shit, we'll do his NFT. We'll see how much it's costing. Gas be pretty cheap over here though. Oh. Oh. We will not be able to estimate gas. The hell does that even mean? Moonbeam's so ghetto. That's so ghetto. Confirm. It's only gonna take what it needs. Let's see. Yeah, Moonbeam is a weird one though. Like, I'm not too sure what exactly their motive is. Like, I keep doing the research on them, but that's why, like, now I'm like, oh, I might as well just be in Phantom. And sayonara, Moonbeam. Yesterday I played DB Zen in Phantom. That was pretty fun. So DB Zen on Phantom is up, bro. Let's look at that. Let's look at the side chains. Let's find that opportunity. I already told you it's gonna happen there, but we'll really look at it. Because again, Ethereum as well is so fucking high in price and in gas. I don't know why you would want to keep building a camp over there. That's also another thing that's making sense to me. It was like, all right, we know that the state of Ethereum is fucked. So why would you do a vanilla? Then we know it's fucked. So why would you even build a camp? Like you might as well just buy and just speculate on price and let Zen turn into a meme and know that the real token is XN and XNM. Right? And I mean, that's to me sounds like a perfect rollout. We thought Zen was or not to say that. I mean, I still think it's look, or how do you say this? Look at this meme called Dragon Ball Z that's gonna teach you about life. Nigga Goku playing the Jesus character. It's just so, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. RIP, because it comes in different shapes and forms, and some just don't know because they don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. And that's kind of where I'm at with like logic. It's just logical stuff. Put it all together and you gonna get the answer you want. So I've been noticing over here, this has been bracking off because there's not many coins in the in the circulation, because everyone that's playing on Phantom are real Xenians, and they're hodling and they're doing their thing. So that's why I was like, yo, I'm gonna step in over here and start playing. And I've been burning number 3 right now. So yeah, I see there's some people that be burning up here, the top burners. And again, Phantom is fun. So like what you could do is, if you don't have a lot of coins, you can just do smaller batches. I'll show you what I mean. This thing is still on Glam. Oh, I guess I'm still on Glam. Let's go to Phantom. Damn, it's starting to smell like spring. I got the window open right now. It's starting to smell like spring. You gotta love it. Yeah, man. Moonbeam is Moonbeam is dust. How about that? Yeah, facts, Davian. R.I.P. the GOAT. I would say he's low. Akara is on Steven, what's his name? Why am I blanking on him right now? Stephen Lee, the creator of Marvel. So I'm starting to think like, because we didn't have the internet, this must be why like comic books speak volumes, or have such a good fan base. You get what I'm saying? Like in this new future, Comic-Con, one of the biggest things out, like comic books is its own world. Comic book is a whole genre that doesn't give a fuck about what's going on in the real world, because they got comic books, right? And I've always been tapped in, but never really in. And again, a lot of animes get their inspiration from religion. That's like a cold fact. Most of them, like the best anime stories, are based on religion, because it's just free game to draw shit for, But again, I think where we come down to is who can articulate the art, like who can actually grab the vibes out of the sky and dish it out multiple different ways for people to absorb, and not know that they're absorbing the highest frequency possible. Right? I'm a little kid watching this shit every day because it spoke to me, and he designed it to do that, and it impacted my whole character. This shit is epic, bro. Right? That's why I was saying his large language model is about to run decentralized as fuck for the rest of eternity, because can't nobody take away the hidden message behind Dragon Ball Z. Thank you and goodbye. That was so some context behind this, because I keep showing it. This is the very last cover for volume 42, because there's 42 volumes in Dragon Ball Z. And this is just Jump Manga reissued it in 2006, and it just happened to be the volume 26 of 42. And in numerology, 42 and 26 hold a lot of weight in esoteric feelings. So I just think it's so bizarre that this was created in 1995. This graphic was made in 1995, pre-internet. That's why I'm like, yo, maybe the comic book community really was tapped in on some shit. Maybe the motherfuckers really, maybe there is some shit over there, I don't know. This is tonight's eat though. Like I said, we making dinner tonight. We're gonna watch the Majin Buu saga, beginning to end, so we can tap in with the ancestors. Dioshlan is bitch. What up, Dioshlan? Eve Monst is busting in the DB Zen ecosystem. A lot of Zen getting burnt. Yeah, maybe I should get into Eve Monst on DB Zen. It seems that's where everyone is over there. I'm just curious to why everyone is so loud on one that's not rocking, and then the one that's the most quiet, everyone is just like, so it's just like, I'm so curious. DB Zen has such a weird life. You know what I'm saying? It's very weird. Polygon DB Zen still got 5K in the liquidity. I mean, Optimism DBZen sounds like a really good idea right now, actually. Yeah, I guess if I was looking for real speculation, I would speculate on Optimism's DBZen. Okay, let's do a diagnosis on it real fast. Because also Optimism was released. So the other thing about the Optimism DBZen, Razvan didn't want to release it. Like he was like saying like he was gonna wait a little bit before he did it, and then they did it anyways. And the fees are trash over here, right? I had the internet in my house for almost 3 years in '95 when it was created, bro. My parents had a home computer in the '80s, no internet and floppy disk. Yeah, dude. So like I was also that kid in '90, or like I have a core memory with Dragon Ball Z, again because my dad read the manga for some reason. For some reason, he read the mangas and watched Dragon Ball the cartoon. For some fucking reason, my dad's a black dude. Like he's a black ass. He a N-word. Shout out to my dad. Love that fool. But like that's why it's so funny. Dragon Ball Z touched his like experience as a black man in the '80s to be like, I fucking like Goku. Like I have a son. It's my Gohan. You know. So I think again, it's not that Dragon Ball Z is spiritual. It's just that the context is so pure and it's designed so well and it's using so much simplicity that it happens to just align with all that is the highest of the powers. That's why it's still going hard. Like Cowboy Bebop is super sick, but it never got Dragon Ball Z turn up. Gundam Wing, super lit, but it never got Dragon Ball Z turn up. What's some more? Even Evian, or how am I blanking on this one? That one's super big. I'm blanking on it. Neo Genesis. Everyone's into it nowadays, though. Everyone's into that one. And that one's fuck is that shit? I'm just gonna put the things that I think I see in it. Nah, hold on. Sometimes this is how I search things. Yeah, there we go. Bro, sometimes if you don't know anything, just smack it into Google and that shit will pop up. It's pretty funny at this point. Anime for everyone. What the hell? Nah, bro, go back to what I was looking at. You gave me the gas. Yeah, so this other one too. Goodness. Oh my gosh. The world's slowest computer. This thing doesn't want me to turn up. Let me turn up. Sheesh. Never mind. I saw it pop up. Neo Genesis though. Yeah, Neon Genesis. Oh yeah. Evian, whatever this shit is. This one came out in '95 too. Damn, there's actually some numerology going into a lot of these animes. Now that this dude died today or Monday, there's a lot of. See, that's why I was like, I'm not even gonna stream today because there's some other ass shit I need to research. Something else is calling my name. It ain't crypto today. But yeah, '95. That's funny. In '95, I remember when my dad got DirecTV, and we were and I was like a kid. I was 4 years old. I guess I didn't remember that. I guess that was '97. Was that '97? That'd be crazy. That was a core memory. No. Yeah. That was 98, 97. I was a much older child. But yeah, I think the way that a lot of people spoke truth was in animes, and like it was a good network to get out principle and purpose and good vibes. Like, you know, that's why people love anime so much. There's so many good vibes in that shit. It's like not like the regular world where like everything is like the State of the Union and this and that. You know, man, that shit's bigger than me. Ugh, these numbers are following everywhere. I just, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? Where am I? How did I end up here? Oh, I clicked on this person's thing because I want to see their burn. Yeah, the fees over here suck. Literally, the person got back everything. And that's a 2. Yeah, so the only way XEN would pay you an ETH is if a lot of people were playing. And maybe they will, because there won't be much XEN. So maybe a lot of people will come and play and the gas will add up. But yeah, that's why I don't know what's going to happen over here. That shit just doesn't make any sense as a gas game, but there ain't no gas. Also, Escaflowin? I never seen that one. Shout outs to Pop, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, I have no clue how my dad was into anime. I'm still like, I'm gonna call him later so we could talk about the Dragon Ball Z shit, because I'm still like processing it. Because I mean, like, I'm sure he doesn't even know yet. He's gonna be like, what? Say word. Unless he does know. But yeah, he was a random character to say, you should watch this. This is gonna be good. And yeah, that show is amazing. Well, it's not necessarily amazing, but yeah, it was some good, wholesome content for a kid to watch and kind of get inspired. Like, you can go Super Saiyan. You eat the right sensu beans, you have all the power. You know what I'm saying? Just goofy mask. Just goofy, funny things that actually are real. Hitman. You know, what was Goku's or Gohan's like super name? Superman or some shit? I don't know. You are so young, bruh. I'm alright. Crypto is on its own thing. Yo, check it out. I'm over here. I'm still mining hard. I found a really good deal. XENblocks are doing all right. The haters will say it's photoshopped. All right. This is my quick stream, guys. I don't know what else to say. Zen is a vibe. Go like this X post. Zen is culture. I'm gonna end it on this because this is my birthday stream, so I have to leave a message to myself for the future. Self culture is mass, and people adapt to culture because it's easy to identify in this reality. Most individuals have a theory of culture, but culture is mass, and mass is emotion, and emotion is gravity. So culture is gravity. Gravity keeps you down. Gravity turns you around. And everyone fiends for your culture when they identify it. Zen is a vibe. Zen is the new world order. It is also a religion. But at its core root, it is nothing more than just culture. And that is what you like when you like Zen. You like the mass, aka the emotion, aka the gravity, which is the culture. We reverse engineering this shit. Gotta go. Peace.